Hi, I'm Connie, and I am picking up where I left off yesterday, and I'm going to walk through how I plan out my tasks for the week. This is my HB90 journal and notebook, and I have laid out all of my making all the plans tasks for this month, and they cover both pages. I've already done this for the last 2 weeks, so I have fewer post-it notes and I feel like I'm already making progress. So I really like that I have changed it to 1 month at a time. So that first post-it that I pulled says Instagram week 29. And again, I'm trying to post a minimum of 2 times, but more like 4 times if possible. And then I did grab 2 post-it notes because I know that I want to post at least 2 videos. I just hadn't decided at the time of writing the post-it what the titles of those would be. So I will go ahead and write those in today. Then I have my July 22nd weekly. That is on the teal post-it note. Any of the teal post-it notes are just regularly scheduled things that I do. And then that yellow is for comments and admin. And I like to go through my comments and just make sure everything is good on YouTube and Instagram at least 3 days a week. So I'm still messing around with the layout of how to make everything fit over in that first column because I do try to keep each task grouped in the correct column, but I haven't quite figured that one out yet. So I do have the items that I want to definitely accomplish this week. And then the second column is for my personal goals. And the first thing that I want to do each week is to weigh in just to see if I'm on track. And then I want to do strength training 3 days a week, running 5 days a week, and yoga. I'm not sure why I have 5 checkboxes on yoga, but I'd like to do yoga or stretching 1 day a week. I must have just gotten a little carried away on the boxes when I was writing out this post-it. So for my home tasks that go along with my goal for this quarter, I did go ahead and write all of them out. There are a few that I will move from last week over because I put more than one item on each post-it note. So I wanted to clean my windows or start cleaning my windows. So I'd like to leave room to move that over to this week. And then I did put driveway maintenance up at the top. And again, there are multiple check boxes there. So I'm not sure that I'll finish it in 1 week, but I would like to start making progress. And then I would like to clean siding and spray the side of the house so that it doesn't grow that green stuff. And if you're not familiar with HB90 and you want to hear a little bit more about it, I will drop those down below as well as in a card. But this is from Heart Breathing's 90 and it's Sarah Cannon's program, and I've really enjoyed using it. So that is where all of this is coming from. So now I want to move all my making all the plans tasks over to the tracker. The rest of the items I don't necessarily put in a tracker. My exercise and diet stuff, that just goes into my routines. And then my home things kind of just get filled in as I have time. So I might make a phone call during work or run an errand at lunchtime or something like that. But I don't normally schedule them in with task blocks. I might make a note that I need to do them on a particular day, but I don't track them like I do my tasks for making all the plans. So I did go ahead and write in some titles for my making all the plans videos that I want to record, and they could still change, but I want to have an idea of what I should be planning, and I usually stick with that unless I come up with something that I want to get out faster, because if I'm planning things in advance, it's just easier to continue with those than to drop them or put them on the back burner and do something new. And I have not quite decided if I like this step or not, but now I'm going to write out all of the tasks for making all the plans and just do a time estimate. I do like estimating the time, but I hate rewriting all the tasks. So I have my 3 videos up at the top because those are the priority for the week. Then I have Instagram, and comments and admin. So I have estimated those, and I estimated them to be 31 task blocks, which is 15.5 hours. And now I'm going to pull in my notebook that has my time estimation for this week, and it looks like I have a full week worth of time, which for me is 36 hours of making all the plan stuff and 4 hours worth of admin work. So because I may have some extra time, I do want to go ahead and write a few more things in that I'd like to accomplish. So I can work ahead on videos, which is always there, and I'm constantly trying to come up with new ideas and scripting things. But the two things that I wanted to add are YouTube and updating playlists, and especially the descriptions of playlists, and then going through maybe one module of the Instagram masterclass. So I'm going to spend 2 task blocks on the playlists and 4 task blocks on the masterclass, and now I'm up to 37, and I'm still estimating that I have 40 total. But again, I can either work on scripting things, or I can spend more time on the masterclass or more time on playlists. Now I'm going to flip to my weekly and just rough out when I'm going to actually do these tasks. So I'm grabbing my HB90 notebook so that I can look at my ideal week task blocks, since I feel like it's going to be an ideal week. And I'm just going to take my pink highlighter and kind of highlight where I think I'm going to be using up my 40 hours of time. So on Monday, I do know that I need to go to work and my son has soccer practice. So I think I'm just going to come home on Monday and do my making all the plans tasks. So I have 5 task blocks for Monday, and normally I would only expect to have 4. So I am really liking that I'm going to start the week out with 5. On Tuesday, I am taking the day off. So now I'm just trying to guess when I'm going to be able to spend time working on making all the plans items. So Monday's 5 task blocks, Tuesday is 7 task blocks. On Wednesday, I originally thought that it was going to be a normal day, so I have 5 task blocks. But this is where my dailies will come into play when I try to correct and adjust for these changes that are being made. And if that is something that you want to see, hit that subscribe and the like button and follow along, because Monday and Tuesday at least I will be putting out dailies so that I can show how I do my daily planning after having this rough plan laid out for me. So on Thursday, Ben will be gone, and I might have to wait for him to come back for dinner. I'm not quite sure if he'll be fed where he's going, but I'm thinking, again, I'll do that right after I get home from work. And then on Friday, since it will hopefully be a normalish day, I will do a little bit right after dinner, and then I will do my evening routine and finish up anything that I need to finish up for Saturday morning's video. And then I have a big chunk of time on Saturday, and then I'm not planning on doing anything on Sunday other than the admin work. So that's 5 task blocks for Thursday, 5 for Friday, 10 for Saturday, and 6 admin tasks for Sunday. And remember that a task block is a half an hour. For the entire week, I have 42 task blocks scheduled, which is great since I did find out that Wednesday I will be having to travel for work. So those task blocks will have to get moved elsewhere. But I'm feeling pretty good about the number of task blocks for this week. Now I'm going to take each one of my tasks and break them down onto which day I think that I can make them happen. So on Sunday, I want to do the admin work. That would be the YouTube playlists and the Instagram masterclass. And I also like to do these things on Sunday so that if I can't get to something, those can just get pushed usually into the next week, and then I can just work on whatever is most pressing. So originally I had just slated 4 task blocks, but I had known that I was going to come back and add a couple more just because I would like to get a chunk of the playlist cleanup done on Sunday if possible. For each one of my videos, I like to break it down into subtasks, and I have 5 subtasks for each one: scripting, videoing, editing, scheduling, and watch and like. So on Monday, I would like to script and record the video that I want to post on Wednesday. And then I also want to do an Instagram post and go through my comments and do any admin work. I like to do any videoing at least a day before I want to do any editing so that everything has time to sync from my phone to my computer without me having to push the sync. It's just much easier if it has time to do it on its own. And then on Tuesday, I will come in and edit that video. Wednesday, I want to be able to video photo maintenance number 2, which means that I need to do any final scripting, which really is kind of just roughly topics that I want to make sure I talk about, but I want to script that on Tuesday. So sometimes I work from the start and work my way through logically. Other times I know something needs to happen on a specific day, and then I plan everything else around that. So Wednesday, I'd also like to do another Instagram post. And I'm also looking that I have 7 task blocks on Tuesday. What else would I like to fit into that day? And so I'm going to go ahead and script my weekly video. And there may be time to do some more there, but I didn't want to write too much. I didn't want to be overwhelmed by the list, but of course I can shift everything up if I need to. And then Wednesday, I like to again check my comments and do any admin work. Thursday, I want to edit photo maintenance number 2, which it might take a little bit longer to edit than some just because I want to make sure that I don't repeat myself too much from the first video to the second video. So sometimes when I'm doing series, it takes me a little bit longer to edit. And then on Friday, I want to record my weekly. On Saturday, I want to edit my weekly. And that video I don't like to do a ton in advance because, as you see, things change wildly in my life. It's a little crazy. I love to have my life planned out, but apparently the people around me don't feel the same, so I need to be able to wait as long as possible before I record my weekly videos. So then I just dropped in Insta and my comments and admin and a note to work ahead. And now I'm just kind of looking to see if everything is balanced, and I've actually moved all the tasks over. I don't normally write schedule separately because I'm pretty good about doing it right after I edit a video. And then watching and liking, I pretty much just check in with my channel every day, and I watch and like any video that I have newly posted. So this is what my weekly planner pages look like now. If you want to see how I implement this throughout the week, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow along so we can achieve our goals together. See you in my next video. Bye.